Hello, welcome back to the Treehouse. We are here on a Tuesday, not our usual day. I didn't know how to reach Mo Biggs, so hopefully he'll get the memo and join us. But we have a special guest here today, Tom Travers. Is that correct? Is that how you pronounce your name, Tom?
Yes. Yep. You got it.
And we have him. We have Mo Biggs here. We have Mo. I knew he would never let me down. Yeah, Mo. I didn't know how to let you know that we have a Tuesday show, but you found out anyway, my guy. But we're having no show tomorrow. We're having a live show tonight, and it's gonna be good. And we got Tom over here. I promised Tom that we would show him our intro. So we're gonna play our intro. There we go. There.
Cool.
I like it.
I'm digging it. Very cool.
That's right. That is right. How are you doing, Brittany? It feels like I haven't seen you in a while.
Fantastic. I get to be in the treehouse a day early. It's awesome.
That is right. That is right. Mo Big is saying it's the power of YouTube notifications. And Mo also likes that intro. We've always had this intro, actually. It's a funny thing. We had it for a few weeks now, but usually I forget to play it. But now Tom reminded me, and we're going to keep playing it. Hello, General Piggy. How are you doing, General Piggy? I guess we have lots to catch up on. But first, I want to just start off, before I forget, about Lost Magic. We did launch number 3 last Wednesday, and it's going well. It's going well so far. We are, 50 backers. We have almost 1,700 raised, and it's funny. It's trickling in little by little, day by day, and we're gonna keep going. Tom has read Lost Magic's number 1 and 2, maybe, or just number 1.
I did. I read number 1. I didn't get to number 2 yet, but I have it. Okay. I think I have it. I know I got 2 books from you. I have 2.
Yep.
Right. 2. Yeah. I got it.
It might have been Elixir though, but you like Lost Magic.
You gave me Elixir.
You did like Lost Magic 1, right, Tom?
Yes.
You wouldn't lie to me. You wouldn't lie on stream, would you?
Not at all. No. Man of my word.
So that's right. Mo Biggs knows what's up. Back Lost Magic number 3. So if you guys don't know who Tom is, Tom I met at a con in Long Island just a few weeks ago now, Tom.
Yeah, it's been maybe a month now. It's
maybe a month or so. Yeah, but it was fun. He's right by me. I don't know exactly, maybe 15, 20 minutes away. But we live close to each other, relatively close, and on Long Island. And yeah, and it's been good. We really hit it off. We were, we're these young go-getter comic creators, and then we met, and then the rest is history. We have a very special guest in the chat that I see here, and it is B Rose, Black Rose Comics. How are you doing, B Rose? We have B Rose here. We have Vengeance here. Vengeance is everywhere, but it's always nice to have Vengeance here in this chat. We got Gold. Tom, I see you have a grasshoppers. You have little grasshoppers thing in the chat there. That can be cool. That can be cool. Or this is not you, Tom. This is a different.
That's not me.
I thought that was you. I was super confused. I was like, but we'll go.
Very uncommon name, Tom. It's a very uncommon name. It is rare.
That's right. But you don't go by Thomas. I remember asking you. I was like, Thomas, yeah. Tommy, Tomathan. You're like, no, only Tom.
Simple Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great, and we'll get into what Tom does. But Tom isn't actually a comic creator himself. Writer, artist, mostly artist, excellent artist. Yeah, I have his book right here, Hornhelm Studios Presents, and we're trying to get him on crowdfunding, either Kickstarter, Indiegogo, all the good stuff to try to make his first book. He kind of already had this, but he made 1 book, and we're trying to. He's working on his second one. Isn't that right, Tom? How's that going?
It's going well. I'm drawing pages every day, trying to get the work done, and you opened my eyes more to the idea of getting on these streams and starting my YouTube channel and stuff, and your enthusiasm was definitely infectious and awesome. I saw what you were doing. It's great. I'm a little less techie, and it's a little intimidating to me, so I'm trying to figure that all out.
Yeah, we're pushing Tom into the YouTube stratosphere, into trying to do some more live streams. Mo Big says, I haven't seen such Tom dominance or Tominance to the layman since the fall of MySpace.
Nice.
Oh man, Tom, I've never seen this many Toms here either.
Tominance, I like that.
Tominance. We've been helping keeping low profile, but now that Top Gun 2 is out, it's our summer. Oh man, and what a movie! What a movie! Everybody's growing. Tom, I feel like you grew a mustache just because of that movie. Maybe not. I feel like everybody's growing that mustache. It's in season.
I didn't see it yet. But I've heard great things. So I gotta get on there.
It is quite the movie. Maybe the best movie of the year. We'll have to. Too early to tell. It's my first half one.
We'll see it.
There's apparently also Tom from MySpace. We have Rich Ayala, Roach Balls in the chat. Sup, ma effers, F-curs. I think that's like a little roach he has, a little roach emoji. So, what's up, Rich? Suzie, you had a fun. You were having too much fun this weekend. If I
it was a pretty fun weekend. Yeah, we got up to lots of shenanigans. We were at YetiCon at Blue Mountain. It was very, very windy though, so it was cold, and I did not pack a sweater because it was a heat wave here when we left, like 30 degrees Celsius, and then we get up there and it's like 18 and windy, like 35-kilometer-an-hour wind. So it was,
really?
Yeah. I had to buy a Blue Mountain sweater to keep warm.
Did the jacket help keep you warm on the lunar?
It actually did. I wore it shopping on Saturday morning because I didn't have another jacket with me.
Well, I want to show a photo of how much fun you were just having, but Mo Biggs actually found your book, Tom.
Thank you,
Mo Biggs.
It's better than me.
So absolutely try to get his book. Tom packages it all himself. I think. How many more books do you have of these? You have low print.
I have a couple of copies on hand, and then of course you can get them from that link that Mo Biggs shared there. So they're available.
Lots of fun stuff. It's a fun book. It's a fun style. It's a fun. How would you describe your style?
I guess. My style's. It's kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of, I guess, all the influences that I grew up with, from various comic book artists and animation and stuff. It's a little cartoony, and a little.
And what would you say of this style? And do you know who this girl is, Tom?
Is that Suzie?
It is Suzie. It is Suzie.
Is that a chocobo?
But this is how much fun Suzie was getting up to. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Yeah, they have that chocobo there like every year, and I've seen all my friends get their pictures on the chocobo, and then I got there and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about the chocobo. I have to change because there's nothing. Like, I have to go put on my cowgirl outfit to ride the chocobo because
now, where was this?
I can't not.
The show was in the Where was it? Blue Ridge Mountains?
Blue Mountain.
And where is that?
It's like Southern Ontario. So
Tom is thinking it's Blue Mountain State, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not Blue Mountain State.
Oh, so you're in Canada? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool. Awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, Tom, you should know that we are the most diverse show.
Awesome.
Geographically, everything. But because Brittany is actually in LA, isn't that right?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
The magic of the internet.
Magic.
Let's just show this one here as well. We got Suzie having some more fun in this nice pop-up town that they had for this con.
Yeah, that's like the village. It's normally like a ski resort in the winter, but they have like lots of pools and stuff, so you can go swimming there in the summer and hiking trails and all sorts of things. But yeah, so it's just like they have a little village there all the time, and it's super cutesy and expensive, but it was still really fun. So
there we go. Well, I just want to. Well, Chris Ari, how are you doing, Chris? Saying, I heard Tom was streaming. That is right. Tom is streaming. And hopefully he'll be streaming a lot more. He promised me that he finally ordered his webcam. Isn't that right,
I
Tom?
did. I got it. But I mean, the phone seems to be fine. I mean, I'm using my phone right now.
And you say, Chris Harry saying also, let me just say it's nice to find a new stream and see some new faces. Well, it's nice to see some new people in the chat, Chris, as well. It's nice to see some new people. And I think we've seen, I think Suzie's been having so much fun. I think we've had enough fun watching Suzie have fun, you know what I'm saying? But how was the overall experience? Did a lot of people stop to take the photos of you and Lunar? Were people like, who's Lunar Smoke? Did you get that question?
Yeah. A lot of people did not know who I was. A lot of people thought that I was, I think her name is Judy from Cowboy Bebop. The announcer on the TV who's always giving it the bounties.
Okay.
So there were a few people who mistook me for her, like 3 probably, but lots of people just liked the costume. So yeah, I got kissed on the cheek by an old Italian man. His family was trying to stop him. It was very funny.
All right. This does also look like you. This Cowboy Bebop, a little bit. She just looks like a cowgirl, honestly. But I think our design was better. I've got to ask. Everybody's thinking it. Suzie, what are you eating right now? Is that like a
freezy? Actually, it's like empty. Yeah. Do you
an
guys
ice pop or it looks like a Go-Gurt back in the day.
Guys
That's
call
what we
them
used to have, right, Tom?
We have
it's like a popsicle in it.
That's a flavor ice here in New York, at least.
Yep, that is right.
Yeah.
So B-Rose has his eyeballs up, his eyes, wide. Whenever you mention anything weeb related, anything anime, you just know B-Rose is, he's on it. He's super excited. He's happy, and Chris is saying I thought it was Judy too. It is not. It is the character of my new IP book coming out in August. So about a month away from release. We'll be hoping to be the biggest release of the year, and it's her name is Lunar Smoke, and she's a Sheriff of the Moon. So we're gonna have a lot of fun with that title. And Mo Biggs is saying that's a spicy meatball. And he might be referring to Judy. He might be referring to Lunar Smoke. I don't know who he's referring, but he's referring to something. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he's talking about the thing that the Suzie was eating. I don't know. Maybe that was the flavor, spicy meatball. And
it was orange flavored.
Yeah. They're a sworn enemy of Otter Pops. That is right. And I see Chris here saying it was full of tequila. Oh man. That's why you've got to tell the people. Everybody's wondering, Suzie, and if you don't
that
tell
would
them,
have been a much more fun freezy.
You don't tell them, they'll go off with these wild ideas, and that's why it's always better.
So we're in this funny situation where the apartment is pretty warm because it's hot outside, but I'm sitting right beside the air conditioner in the coldest spot, so everywhere else is warm except for right here, which is why I'm wearing a sweater, but I'm also eating a fruit. It's a bit of a strange situation.
Yeah, it's for me because over here it's summer. I imagine over there in Brittany's land it's summer as well, right? Brittany?
Oh, it's always summer.
I knew it. Yeah, Brittany. No, I was about to say, Brittany, did I ever tell you I went to LA for a year? But that wouldn't make sense because that's how we met.
Yeah,
Tom,
I was in LA for a year. I saw you. I came to your house.
Yeah, I was about to say that's how we're all started. But Tom, I went to LA. I don't know if you knew for about a year. I was out in LA, and
I think you did mention that.
Every day at 8 a.m., I was woken up by the blast of just straight sunlight into my eyeballs. So it was a lot to get used to. Yeah. What is Chris Howery saying here? New IP and already got a cosplay? That's what I call on the ball. Yes, yeah. That's right, Chris. We do things differently here on the Treehouse. Armand plans ahead. Why do you think I was the first wrench? That is right, Moby. And the first only wrench, because I remember that B-Rose wanted that wrench. We gave it to him for about 10 minutes, and then we took it right back at Mo Biggs' request. You know what I'm saying? So that's always fun. I think Vengeance is saying he's from Cali. That's wild. I don't know, Brittany. Maybe you should meet up with Vengeance over there. He's a cool guy.
You know Armand was in LA?
That's it.
He was here for a year. It's pretty exciting.
Mobex saying B Rose is a notorious wrench abuser. I have heard this. I have heard this. I think we were just talking about how Bancroft took away B Rose's wrench the other day. That was pretty fun. B Rose is saying, "Can I get wrenched?" Moby saying, B-Rose, I'll give you a wrench. Yeah, I want to see how that plays out. I know Tom's interested. So Tom, so we're always, what we do here in the Treehouse is a lot. This should be like your first full array into the YouTube stardom, or a comic YouTube. I want to make sure it goes well for you, Tom. I want to make sure it goes well so you stick around here.
Yeah.
So Hornhelm Studios presents.
Yes.
I'll actually pull up your Instagram page that has a lot of your art. But you were saying we were talking about inspiration for your art, and
Right.
I don't know if I got an answer if I wasn't listening because I was too caught up in Susie's icy or whatever she was calling it. But what's your inspirations?
I love like high energy 90s comic book art. Is definitely a huge influence on me. Animation, Disney animation. I love actually anime from the 80s and 90s. I love that stuff.
Earthworm Jim, I can see it.
Fine art illustration, yeah. Video games are an inspiration. 90s video games. A lot of stuff I grew up with.
It's a very cool style, and I think especially when I first saw it. I mean, everybody said it, even Ozzy. It's a very unique, cartoony style. It's its own feel to it. So, and this is the book Hornhelm Studios presents, number 1. I read it. I liked it a lot. If I didn't, I would never talk to Tom again. Tom would not be here if I didn't believe in his book and artistically do it.
That's good.
but yeah, it was it's a fun style, and you're working on something now, and we're hoping to get you. When you hoping to release that book or finish that book?
The book I'm drawing right now would be Battle Skull number 1. He's a character who appears in Hornhelm Studios Presents number 1, the book you were just showing, but he's gonna have his own solo series now. I'm trying to bang out the pages as quickly as I can. I don't really have like a realistic solid release date in sight right now, but I'm hoping I could get it done ideally maybe in 5-6 months, and I know that's super sluggishly slow, but I'm trying my best to get as many pages done as I can and get it all together. And I'll hopefully have a more firm release date in sight relatively soon, I hope. But right now I'm just drawing pages. I'm just drawing the pages, and I have other people lettering them and adding some gray tones to them and things like that.
You said every night. Every night you're at the drawing table, isn't that right?
Yep. I'm trying to do, I'm trying to keep to a certain schedule and really get it done. So
and then I remember we talked about how after you're done with Battle Skull, we'll help you push in all that fun stuff, and then maybe there's an Armand and Tom collaboration in the works.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's always been fun and out of there.
Totally down for that. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. I see Mo.
Mo's one of our biggest fans here, and now he's a fan of you, Tom. I want to just jump about this wrench business. I just want to go back a little bit because I believe B-Rose is saying, "Oh, can I get wrench?" And then Chris was saying, "B-Rose with a wrench, scary." And I could not agree more. And you know what's funny about this, Tom, is that B-Rose's job, he's actually a mechanic, all right? And he actually does have wrenches, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that we're giving him physical wrenches, but not like digital wrenches, I think is just hilarious and ironic to the nth degree here, And then we're saying, give vengeance a wrench. Oh, man. And then of course
that means they're a mod. Is that what it's all about?
Basically, yeah. They can they control the flow of the chat. They can kick people out, time them out, and let's just say Mo Biggs has used his powers before. You know what I'm saying? His thing is that everybody says that Mo Biggs is tough but fair, and I just say that no, Mo Biggs is fair, but fair is tough. You know what I'm saying? So everybody knows not to mess with Mo Biggs.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We're trying to get B-Rose to behave himself. That's always what we're trying to do here. The other Tom is saying anime ? Do you take any inspiration from anime?
Yeah, definitely. I love I like old older anime, I guess, from the 80s and 90s in particular, like Ninja Scroll and Akira, of course. Everybody says Akira. Yeah, movies like that. I just love the look and the feel of that stuff in particular. I was just watching some old Gundam. I was watching like Gundam 1 and Gundam 2. It was available on one of these streaming services. I checked that stuff out. I love the look and the feel of the older anime stuff. I'm not against the modern stuff, but there's just something to the quality of the hand-drawn, the really hand-drawn look. And I guess before digital really came in, it had more of a tactile, gritty vibe, which I really like, and that stuff. So
that's hilarious. We have Mobigs here saying, "Oh, here we go. This train is never late." So we try to curb the anime talk and the weebery talk on this channel. But the if you want, you should go on B-Rose's channel and he'll let you talk for hours about the animes, Dragon Ball Z, Naruto.
Nice.
Yeah, he watches everything. He watches everything, that man, B-Rose.
Cool.
And but then we also have Moby saying, I hope B-Rose does more work with his wrench in the shop than he did in the chat. That is right. B-Rose was asking for this wrench, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. And then there was so many people. There was like 9 or 10 people in the chat, and they all had their books, and they needed the links out, and B-Rose was not posting anything, you know what I'm saying? And then we had Mo Biggs just, posting all these links at the end, saving the day. We have Tom saying, we cosplayers now too. I hope so. I hope so. Suzie, what's up next? Well, first of all, how did the shoot go? There was a photo shoot, right, with you?
Yeah, there was. It went well. It was windy too, so I am holding my hat on my head in most of the pictures, but it works. It works.
There we go.
We did them in like the little town area, and the previews I've seen so far are like super cool. So I think those are gonna get sent your way soon. And yeah, very exciting.
We'll have to get Charles on the show maybe next week. And I think maybe we'll choose the cosplay cover live on the show. That would be fun.
That could be fun. Yeah,
we get some Mobigs input. That's always a fun thing to do.
It's very spirited.
That could be very chaotic, but like in a maybe good way.
Down the treehouse.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Moby is saying it's okay to be against the modern stuff, Tom. I'll back you up. Moby is he's against all of it, but he'll back you up against the modern stuff. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Cool.
Follow Suzie on IG, of course. Follow Suzie on IG. But yeah, I'm super excited to see how it looks. And what do you have planned for the? Well, I guess I kind of know half the answer. What are you doing with the rest of the costume? Is there another con coming up? Is there?
So do you want me to lead with the answer? You know.
Both. Do whatever.
Okay. Well, there are some parts of the costume that are going to be available, probably through the Kickstarter. I don't know exactly how we're going to do it.
Yeah, it'll be available on the Kickstarter as one of the tiers you can get. I believe I made it last night, so it's like the hat, the cowboy hat. You can get the sheriff badge that says Lunar on it, the duster jacket, and then the what was the last thing? The pistols. Pistols, yes, the pistols. So
are we getting them together or separate? So that
I think separate, and then unless if you want to buy the set, they can buy the set, but that's always an option. But then if the question was if it doesn't, and if we keep them, or if people, there's still time technically. There may be like 3 months before we have to give it away. Suzie, is there?
Yeah, I would maybe even wear it again. I don't know. I'll have to see. Depends on how many events I go to this summer, because I have a few things that I've made over 2 years of no events being allowed to happen around here that I haven't worn anywhere, that I'm pretty excited to take out. So we'll have to see.
I have a question, and B-Rose is gonna want to know the answer to this. But B-Rose, let's first talk. Mobig is saying, can B-Rose get a discount for buying the whole costume? He absolutely can. He absolutely can. If he wants to buy the whole costume, we'll give him a little bit of a discount. It'll be the treehouse discount here. But we
Except
have
for the boots. I'm not giving those away. I like them too much.
oh, those are the military boots you're talking about? Oh man,
Yeah,
that's right.
those aren't included.
The whole channels are going wild over those boots last
that
time.
shook the treehouse.
Yeah, it really shook the tree out. There we go. Maybe that'll be maybe if the price is high, if B-roll's bed's high enough on those boots, we'll have to see. We have Neostar here. How you doing, Neostar? The brilliant. Actually, Brittany, do you want to read this? This is a Neostar.
Oh, perfect. Did you start to read it and then not want to read it?
I feel like you should.
Perfect. The brilliant star that shines through the night, the hot grease that deep fries evil. Riser Man, is that what that is?
Yep, Riser Man.
Riser Man stands before you.
It's like the Green Lantern has his like catchphrase or saying, in darkest days and in the brightest night, or whatever it is. That's basically what a Riser Man's a catchphrase, and it's always good to see Neostar around here. But Moby is saying now even Suzie is hashtag Team Boots. But were you Team Boots last time, Suzie? You actually, I believe you were.
I was having a hard time picking. I mean, I was like,
you were Switzerland. You were like,
yeah.
Not saying
I think it was just me, you, and Kate were Team Boots, and then we got just absolutely crucified in the chat.
Oh no, we were Team Sneaker Pumps.
Or team, yeah.
And then everybody was not about that.
Yeah, we led the vote, and then we just got crucified.
Yeah, I thought there was I think the ending vote was like 9-3.
Yeah, that was tough.
It was pretty good. And B-Rolls voted at the very end. I want to say, actually, let me pull up what B-Rose said. I don't remember exactly, but everybody has to know that B-Rose did get back to me at like 5:59, like the minute we ended the stream. He got back to me at that moment. It was so odd, but he said sneakers. He did say sneaker pumps. He said sneaker pumps, and he would have had 2 votes for sneaker pumps.
Yeah.
So his mail-in vote actually was. What is it called? It actually would have been 9-5. So that's the final vote because B-Rose voted for the sneaker pumps. Let me see, and I will sneaker pumps. I should time you out for that, B-Rose. That is true. I will actually show our chat we were having here. So it was right over here. And then I think it is for the cosplay boots, and I can't pull up the time, but it was at 5:59 or 6:59. He said sneakers. So just so everybody knows that it was actually B-Rose who said, I showed the proof, I showed the receipts, and those are the receipts.
Armand's got the receipts.
I got the receipts here, but yeah. All right, so Mo Biggs, and actually this is for Mo Biggs and Suzie. So Mo, so I was on B-Rose's channel, I think last night, 2 nights ago. It was for Father's Day. I think Mo wasn't there, but Mo, because you weren't there, I brought up something very that was irking me for a while. So B-Rose broke 10K, but if you remember, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, B-Rose was saying if he reaches 10K, he will put on a quinceañera dress. Right, and he would live stream in a quinceañera dress, and then he broke that like maybe a few weeks ago, and nobody's brought it up to him until I did for the first time 2 days ago, and then he kicked me off the stream, or like what I'm saying, he did one of the things like he just like put me in the back, so I wasn't on camera, and then Phoenix kind of came to my support, and then he kicked the Phoenix out. And I was my exact words were Mo would never allow this. And Bancroft's there. He agreed, and we're gonna have to try now to really get on B-Rose. That he has to live up to his word now. That's what he put, and that's right. B-Rose's eyes are popping out. But yeah, we're going to. I'm rallying the troops, B-Rose. We're gonna get Mo Biggs on this. We're gonna get Aerith on this. We're gonna get everybody. Phoenix is gonna come back on. B-Rose broke 10K along with every promise he's ever made. That is right. He broke every promise. But
shots fired.
And it was probably one of the determining reasons of why I backed this campaign, to be honest. So I'm excited that it. And I think when he said it, right, like he didn't actually think it was going to happen, but now it happened. Now he has to. So maybe Suzie, how do we get B-Rose a quinceañera dress? That's maybe a question for you. Is there some sewing thing? Is it maybe
thrift
just
store? Maybe
thrift store? Interesting.
Probably the best choice.
Do you think you could find B-Rose a quinceanera dress in a? Can you thrift store shop for him, and then maybe we can get it shipped to him? 10.5K Mo. That's right. He's currently at 10.5K. But do you think that's a possibility, Suzie? If we find a nice, he's a large man. He is a maybe he wears an XL shirt. I actually don't know. But I don't know. Maybe he can throw some stats here. But I think we'll have to find like a large dress, a large quinceanera dress. I think they're also like quinceanera dresses are shinier because it's like special day and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know how we would go about it, Suzie. Maybe there would have to
be. Because it'd have to be a fancy dress, but then those could get expensive, which is why the thrift store is probably your best option, especially, since this is mostly a joke, right?
Well, it started off as a joke, but we're gonna make it real because he did say this he said this on live on YouTube, on all his YouTube shows. So Tom, take note. If you say something live, you have to follow through. So don't give promises or say anything that you don't want to follow through on. Let's see. What is Mobig saying here? He's saying B-Rose was supposed to wear the dress for his launch, then suddenly it's a stretch goal. That is true. That is true. B-Rose turned his camera off when he started to cry on his own launch stream. I don't think the backers ever forgave him. That might be where it all started, and then now B-Rose is just digging his own hole. He just keeps digging himself further and further into the what's it called, the outskirts of his fandom, and so.
And the only way out is a quinceanera dress.
That's right. It can save everything, though. The quinceanera will save everything, and we'll kind of see how we can really rally everybody to force B-Rose to follow through on this. But I think we can do it. Cool. So, Suzie, you want to talk about this anime shogatsu?
Oh. Yes.
And I'm definitely down. I didn't understand what you were saying, but I said okay. What I'm saying? I will never say no to you.
So Anime Shigatsu is a convention that runs in Toronto, usually in January, which is always a fun time getting there because there was a snowstorm last time I went. So it was a bit of a crazy, well, not crazy, but a bit of a dicey drive there. But they haven't been able to have events for a couple of years because large gatherings have been kind of illegal here.
Oh, really?
Because COVID.
But you can have like gatherings inside your house, right, Suzie? Like you have.
Yeah. And we're allowed to have events again now, but they only just started letting March was kind of the first. Mm-hmm. You were allowed to do anything, and they usually run in January, so they haven't had an event for a couple of years, and they just launched a campaign on Indiegogo today to help fund the upcoming event for this year. So they're selling t-shirts and pins and early tickets
for their event. Anime Shogatsu back stronger than ever before. So this is the actual event coordinators or the actual con putting on an Indiegogo. This is the first time part of this happening. So I was interested. I was like, okay. And are you just a fan and a member of it?
I just like the event.
Okay. I will say it's a little concerning that did this just launch today?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago. Maybe.
2 hours ago. Okay. Well, the $0 is not promising, but also this goal of 23K. What do they need this money for?
To run the event, I guess. It's expensive, right?
Mm-hmm.
To do those sorts of things. They're putting on a whole convention. I'm assuming venue costs and guest costs and stuff like that.
And then of course to get some animes, cosplayers like yourself to go. This looks like a fun event. Is this mostly just cosplay, or is it also is there comic books there? Are there?
I mean, I typically go for costumes and stuff, but they've run it the last couple of years. They've run it at the Japanese Canadian Cultural Center, which is just a really cool venue to run it at. And they typically have a dealer's hall. It's it's a small event, so
I see live performances. Dealer's hall, but How many members would you say people go there?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't remember how big it was. They snowstorms, so I think a lot of times people buy tickets and then don't go because of the weather.
I've got to say, Moby's saying large gatherings are illegal. B-Rose used the same excuse when nobody came to his birthday party. But what about every other year, B-Rose? That is true. That is true. What about every other year? Oh man, oh man. It's always good to have B-Rose in the chat so we can hear all the things we say about him. Moby is saying this event goes against everything I stand for, but I still wish you luck. Tough but fair, or fair but tough. It's I think where you lost him is the anime is literally part of the half of the title. It's one half of the title. And that's
it is largely, mostly an anime themed convention. So I'm not surprised, but
celebrity guests. Who's this girl? Michaela Jill Murphy from
probably
Avatar.
A voice actor.
Okay, Toph. Oh, I that's that Earthbender. Tom knows who this is, right, Tom?
Yeah, you said Toph, so she's the blind one.
Tom, you haven't watched Avatar: The Last Airbender?
I saw a few episodes of it back in the day.
Okay.
Well, not that. I mean, when it was originally on, I watched a few episodes here and there, but I never became like a huge fan. But I appreciate it. It was definitely.
And you know what? Mo Biggs could watch it because it's technically not anime anyway.
That is true. It is Cartoon Network. It is just an American cartoon. It's all possible. It's all possible. I'm curious what. I don't know any of these other people, but I imagine there's all Canadians. So they'll be there. What's these risks and challenges? When organizing events of any size, there will always be risks. Weather, okay. Snowstorm, okay. Booking suitable venues. Voice actor obligations, their schedules could change. All right. I get it all. They're saying also the ways you can help is just by sharing out the word. Of course. If you're around in Canada, if you want to go, if you just want to support a cool con that's trying to come back, if you have any love of anime and maybe this is something you can throw some support to. I'm curious. I'll be following this campaign just to see kind of. I'll probably be its first backer. I don't know how much, but I'll probably be its first backer, and then I'm going to be curious to see how much they actually end up raising because this is a big goal.
They've got some of the tiers get you like tickets for the event this year, so I plan on buying mine that way. I just haven't done it yet because they only launched like 2 hours ago.
Right. I'm just curious. I've never seen a con be funded before like this, but
me neither. But I think it's cool, and I thought you would think it's cool because I know you're a huge fan of crowdfunding.
That is right. I am the biggest fan of crowdfunding here. We're trying to get Tom to become another big fan of crowdfunding. Is that right, Tom?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got Neostar, who Brittany now knows as Riser Man. An anime convention, sweet. He's giving you the thumbs up, Brittany.
Me personally, the thumbs up.
Avatar is from Nickelodeon, but okay. So it's not a Cartoon Network show. It is actually a Nickelodeon show. Thank you, Neostar, for the. American anime just confuses me. It's like when B-Rose starts explaining his pronouns when he's drunk. That is a recipe for disaster. That's for sure. And it's not that secret recipe from KFC that Mo Biggs that B-Rose guards so well. There's the myth that B-Rose is the only customer that KFC has ever given the secret recipe to. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's because that man is just he's just always there buying chicken, so they just thought that they should give him the right. It's it's one of these.
Were they trying to get rid of him?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
Just make this at home. We don't want to see.
It is possible that he goes there too much. That they're just like it's too much. I think we went through a lot. Brittany, is there anything you kind of want to bring up about? You're dressed in all black today. I see.
Yes.
You got black bed sheets maybe or something. Lots of blacks happening over there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's my apartment usually looks really crazy, but we're moving on Friday, so everything's.
I had a feeling. I was like, it looks like something's happening over there.
Yeah. Oh, something's a brewing. That's right.
And you found your place already, correct?
Yes. Very exciting. Movers are booked, just furiously packing.
There we go. We got Mo Big saying Brittany figured it out. They were trying to get rid of him, but he's too lazy to cook for himself. Oh man.
Yeah,
Heroes,
they did everything they could. They were
did
like,
everything. They really
but like, we'll do anything for you to stop showing it.
And then good old Beer was saying G's. Oh, G's with a Z. With a G. How do you pronounce that, Tom? Jesus. He does. I don't know. But it's probably for the best. Heroes would have used the recipe to bring back the double down sandwich, or probably invent the triple down. That is true. We got Neostar saying it's always black where I am. Oh man, Neostar, we believe you. We believe you for sure. It's always black over there. So how long have you spent in your current place?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Are you having going? You know how they have like a house warming party? Is there like a house going party or a house colding party? Yeah, right. Like
I think that's what the house warming party is for. You just like have a house warming party like in the next house. Like there's no grand farewell, I think, to the house that you're leaving.
Okay. But so you're planning the next housewarming, right? You already have that planned, right?
You just like smash a bottle of wine on the floor and christen it for the next
that's
people.
My plan is see if Uber Eats is not going to hit me with a $20 delivery fee and like crack a bottle of wine, and then the house is warmed.
Always cool. We have a request for you, Brittany. You're already having some fans here. Or that's not the one. They said, can Brittany cook for me? Question mark.
Is it the KFC chicken? I mean, listen, if you're gonna give me the KFC chicken recipe, I'll make it so I have it.
Brittany can learn some. That's a skill. That's a useful skill.
Yeah, I'll trade you. I'll make some KFC chicken.
Because you gotta send us the recipe, and we'll try to.
Yeah, you gotta drop me the recipe. I'm trying to figure it out.
And he's gonna build the quadruple down sandwich over there, but then she'll have to make enough for James. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom there. That is true. If you cook for B-Rose, there's a second, much larger person that you'll have to cook for. That's always behind him, and his name is James. And I'm sure you know the lore a little bit about James, Brittany. I know Suzie knows a little bit about the lore.
I actually have not heard the lore of James. So far, I've just gotten the lore of the quinceañera and the lore of KFC doing everything to get him out of KFC.
That's right. There's lots of lore about B-Rose. Don't you worry. Suzie, do you know the lore of James?
I think I know a few of the stories. I'm not sure if I know the entire lore.
In your head, can you just like describe how James looks to you?
Oh gosh, I don't know what James looks like.
But what do you picture? How do you picture?
Oh. You know how like when they're trying to avoid showing you a character's face, they just draw shadows in front of it? It's like that.
All right. That's always good. There was we'll get back to it, but there was the way I picture James is there was a new. It wasn't a Halloween movie. It was like a retelling of some horror movie, a Chainsaw Massacre. And I imagine James to be like that guy in the mask. That's like this huge guy, and you know what I'm saying. That's when I picture James. That's what I picture. You know what I'm saying. And we're always looking out for James, by the way. Maybe we're always teasing that he might make a guest appearance here or there or around the internet. So we'll have to see what we can do there. But we said quadruple down equals quadruple bypass B-Rose. That is true. B-Rose has made some kind of claim that he's trying to lose weight and eat better and eat cleaner and technically work out, but I have not seen any progress or any pack. Every time I say that that I'm running a mile, I'm like, B-Rose, did you run your mile today?
KFC is just too delicious.
That's right. He doesn't respond to those questions. He doesn't respond to those questions.
Ran that mile all the way to KFC.
That is right. For some reason, we don't want to lose you. That is right, B-Rose. A lot of people are here for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people. Let me see. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. B-Rose is really taking this to heart. And yes and no, B-Rose. Yes and no. Yo, say less, say less. So B-Rose lost the recipe. He smeared the ink with chicken grease. Okay. So Mo Biggs will tell you the James Lore, Brittany, and this can only be said. Tom, maybe you can read this comment by Mo Biggs here.
Sure. B-Rose was streaming, and in the background, his wife was playing The Sims. In The Sims, she has a husband, but it's not B-Rose. He's a redhead named James.
That is the lore. That is the lore where it started, right? And it has expanded ever since to any which way you can imagine. And now James is a larger-than-life figure that terrorizes B-Rose on the streams, in his house, when he's working, when he's not working. But yeah, and he's always there. He's always there.
Yeah,
and
it's tough to compete with a redhead named James.
It is true. That definitely is true. Let's see. Rich is saying no one remembers James's last names though. That could be. I bet you Mo remembers James's last name. James was a real weird science style. He became real weird science style and has been, being B-Rose. And that is the best way to explain the lore in a timely and a sufficient manner to cut to the point. Mo, I have questions, but not for stream chat. You can only imagine what kind of questions B-Rose has. Roach Balls, long time no see. What's new? He walked his mile. I don't know if I believe that. I also don't know if that counts. I don't know if it counts if you walk a mile. I feel like you can walk a mile in your house just by, going through all the different rooms. I don't know if it counts, but that's neither here nor, that's a question for some kind of personal trainer there. The only way B-Rose will work out is if he promises not to. That he'll do the opposite of what he promises. I can guarantee you that.
Back to the quinceañera dress. It's just brutal.
That is right. B-Rose, I know you didn't miss the fact that Suzie is going to go thrift shopping for your quinceañera dress. We're going to make this happen. And we will ship it down to you, and we will. It'll be our 10K gift to you. You know what I'm saying? The mysterious faceless James. Time to crack the case. That is right.
Now that I know that James is a Sims character, I know exactly what his face looks like.
There you go. We're putting the pieces together. Mo Biggs is saying James Hung. That is his last name, Hung. Who knew? Brian knows James's last name. Rich said something, and maybe it's not for this chat, but it's James BP. That's what I'll say, James BP, and then that's just his nickname from Lady B. All right. So okay, guys, we had
Chat's getting a little rowdy.
We had a good time. We had a good stream. Tom, how did you like your first stream?
It was fun. I enjoyed checking out the treehouse. Very cool.
That is right.
The treehouse.
You're always welcome back. I know that that we live very close. Hopefully, I'll see you at these upcoming cons and stuff like that. The big one we're going to is New York Comic Con. Will you be there?
New York. I haven't looked into getting a space. Do you have a table, or what are you doing?
I'm going with Ozzy as part of his table, but actually Phoenix will be there as well. So we'll have to see. But lots of people are coming all of a sudden, so it's going to be a good time.
I'd like to maybe just go and check it out at least for a day. But I don't know if I can exhibit there at all. But
right.
It's tough to get in. But maybe, you're doing it with Ozzy. That's smart. That's a good move.
That's right. That is me.
Table. So.
Let's see. Good show, everybody. We're just about to wrap up and kind of ask where everybody can find you guys. But Roach Balls is saying that's what you get. Should have had someone watching the door. I think he was talking to B-Rose there. B-Rose almost had a heart attack just going a mile in his mobility scooter. B-Rose does this to himself. You know what I'm saying? B-Rose does this to himself because he made this pact. He has a lady named Mel B who is watching all of his streams to make sure that he doesn't eat uncleanly or eat junk food on stream. And this man still on camera, knowing full well that everybody will see it eating, just does it anyway. It baffles everybody's mind. So That is right. Back Cerebrum Volume 1. I think B-Rose is maybe at 200 backers by now. He's going through hype school. So maybe he'll definitely grab those last few backers. I think he is 3 away from 200. Let me see over here. That's right. That is the link. And it is over here. Yeah, so he's been doing well. He's those 3 backers away from 200. So let's get him there. Let's definitely try and get him there. And then Mo Biggs is always hashtag telling Mel. That's the lady who's Mel B is the one who is keeping B-Rolls on his toes, basically, and making sure he sticks to his word, which we are trying to do as well for the quinceañera dress and everything else that goes on here. So where can people find you, Brittany?
Still just Beely99 on Instagram and in LA.
That's right.
Roaming around, waiting for Armand to throw me out. I was warming.
That is right. That is right. Well, there's talks that you might be coming back to the East Coast soon to do a haunted house.
For a second I was like, wait, there's talks that I'm coming back? No, yeah, I would 100% roll up to Benhurst if we do that. But
yeah, we are planning it. We are planning it. For people who don't know, I actually don't know. I don't know if I've ever brought it up on this channel before, but I actually do. I have a prank channel on YouTube, right? And it's not like a prank channel. It's like, we do comedy channel on YouTube. And for one of these things, we're trying to go to a haunted house, basically. Let me share. It's called Real Enough over here. This is me in anime form. We do lots of things here. We just did this like Demogorgon scare prank on people. So that was fun. We do random things. There was one time, let's see here, we gave away free shots for St. Patty's Day in the park. That was cool. We did something about Spider-Man. That was cool as well. But yeah, check it out if you guys want. It's called Real Enough, and we're trying to do something with a haunted house. That's gonna be fun. Just cool content, and we're gonna go ghost hunting. What would you call it, Brittany?
Let's go with hunting. Let's go with ghost hunting, but we might be ghost hunted because this one specifically is a crazy one.
That is right. That is right. So I'm excited. And I just talked to a guy who has a drone, and you said it was like different places, and then we can get drone
like
shots. Yeah, there's 7 buildings. We're gonna go big. You know what I'm saying? We don't mess around here. And then Mo Biggs is just saying, "Oh, you better believe I'm gonna hashtag tell Mel." And then B-Rose is saying no, but B-Rose brings it on himself. My God, he brings it on. So Brittany, when is your next comedy show? I think a lot of people want to see more stand-up from you.
Yeah, that's a good question. I really don't have one currently on the books. Priority 1 is move, and then my mom is having her 50th birthday party that I'm going home for like a week. So that's really plan number 1. She's been inviting and uninviting people from that for like 3 years. So it's really a big deal.
How do I get on this guest list, Brittany? What is happening here?
I'm not. See if I can slide you in right under the pleasure.
I'll just and the security line, I'll just like sneak in behind you. You know what I'm saying? I'll just sneak in.
Yeah, sneak in behind.
Nobody will even have to know. But what I always want to do is I want to play a little bit of your stand-up. Maybe I'll play a little bit. It's one. We'll play the first 10 seconds or something. But it's something. If you go to your Instagram, I think your Instagram is private though. But, so this is behind the scene. And then Brittany's just dancing over here. All right.
My walkout. That's the only teaser.
The walkout tells you all you need to know.
T-shirt. It's good. It's great. I promise.
The walkout is all you need to know about the comedy that was to come. You know what I'm saying? If B-Rose eats that quadruple down, you might be hunting his ghost. That would. It's always a possibility that B-Rose will definitely follow us. He could be like the good ghost that like fights off that protects us to fight off the bad ghosts. That could be an interesting duo or group that we put together if B-Rose does become a ghost. I doubt it. I don't doubt it could be some good things. And then, of course, Beers is giving us a classic hungry emoji there. Ghost hunting. This looks like a job for Riser, man. That is true. That is true. Beers is more of an artery buster. That cannot be said any better than Mo Biggs right there. Suzie, where can people find you?
I am on Instagram at Suzie Cosplays, spelled the way it is here.
That is right. That is right. And more to come on the Lunar Smoke photos, the cosplay photos next week, possibly if we can get Shells. Her name is Shell, right? Shells.
Chell, I think.
Shells.
Hard C.
Did you just say you think? No.
Yeah, hard C. Chell.
Cool. And she's your good friend. So she's my good friend by what do you call that? By compatibility, or what do you call that, Brittany?
The transitive property.
Transitive property. That is right. That is right. Tom, people, people are fans of you now. You got some new fans. Where can people find you?
At Tom Travers Art on Instagram. Probably the best spot right now.
At Tom Travers Art.
Yeah.
And by the way, I put everybody's socials and Instagram on the what's it called, the description down below. So you definitely can go try and find it. I do have Tom's signature right here, I believe. I'm not pointing at the right direction. Yeah, right there. And the nice little scribble. Please like, subscribe, and sign up for the mailing list. That is true. Tom, you got to tell people to subscribe to this channel. They don't listen to me, but they'll listen to you. I trust you. I told Tom the moment I met him that he's one of the more likable guys I've met. You're just really likable, Tom.
That's good.
So hopefully people will like you enough to subscribe to the show. Go for it.
Subscribe to the treehouse. Let's go. Subscribe it up.
There we go.
Like and subscribe.
So we got some of the dominance going on. That is what it that's what it is, Tom. It is that's your presence. You know what I'm saying? It's an X factor you hold. It's a dominance. We couldn't put a word to it, but now we have the word.
It's my giant head on the screen. It's my giant head. Going up space. Dominance.
Let's Moby brings him a good point, and it's always something that one of my favorite things that he does remind me that Elixir is coming. Elixir is coming. Indiegogo. Please subscribe to the mailing list. We're trying to find a better launch stream to kind of a better launch party to have than on B Rose's show. So that was so we're trying to kind of plan a right date. But it's going to come in the next few weeks. I wouldn't see it going past mid-July, but we're trying to really make it have the best run of success here. But it is Elixir. Tom liked it. Tom has it. And it's something we have 2 new covers that are coming to the Elixir campaign, but you can get all the previous covers in this nice little box that we have going on. And it's exclusive IGG box, Indiegogo box right here. So yep. So some fun stuff happening, and it is a box. Yep. Hey, we need to peer pressure Bancroft. That is right. Mo Biggs knows what's happening, and we have to put in the that if it doesn't launch on Bancroft, then we have to make people what's it called? Almost like sad that if they say no, that it's gonna end up launching on B Rose. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where. You got to either save it or let it flounder. So let's definitely try. I'm definitely reaching out to a few people, and let's kind of see if we can get it launched over the next few weeks. It is definitely next up. But yeah, you can find us. So this week, I'm actually doing a store signing tomorrow at a comic shop in upstate New York. It's called the Spider's Web. So I will not be here. We will not be live. And actually, next Wednesday is actually my birthday, so we will probably do another Tuesday show, just so everybody is out there is understanding, and then we'll probably go back to our regularly scheduled Wednesdays. But it seems like it doesn't matter because people still showed up, right, Brittany? And that's always what matters. People
I believe you don't want to be in the treehouse for your birthday.
Oh, maybe it'll be a special edition.
Don't want us to come sing to you?
Okay, we can do that Tuesday as well. But all right, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we can kind of plan it. I think for now we'll say Tuesday, and maybe there's like a little special edition on Wednesday. Thanks, guys, for coming. I always like to end these things on one word. That'll be chosen at random by one person. But before we get to that, Neo Star is saying, "Oh snap, Elixir! I've heard of that book." That is right. People are starting to hear about this book. Isn't that right, Tom? Isn't that right?
For good reason.
Tuesday shows work for me. There we go. Thursday shows can be an issue. Depending on the chat. Last to end it off, Brittany, what do you got for us? What's the last word?
I'm gonna go with Riser Man.
There you go. There you go.